Hello and welcome to Spinta. Today we will listen to two friends planning their weekend. They will use phrases that show how sure or unsure they are. You will hear people say they are certain, unsure, or thinking both ways. Listen for those phrases and enjoy the story.
Hey Anna, thanks for meeting. I wanted to talk about Saturday. Do we go ahead with the garden party or do we do a small day trip instead?
Hi, Michael. I was thinking about both. Part of me loves the idea of a quiet party at home, and part of me wants to get out of town for a change.
Without a shadow of a doubt, the kids will love the garden party. They can run around and we can set up games.
Yeah, that is true. I am fairly certain that most of our neighbors will come if we send a quick message tonight.
Good. I have a sneaking suspicion that Lisa will bring her famous salad again. She always brings something great without being asked.
I remember that salad. It disappears in minutes. But I am on the fence about whether we should invite my cousin Tom. He is loud and fun, but sometimes he stays too late, and that bothers older neighbors.
I get it. It is highly likely that Tom will want to stay late. He usually does. If we tell him the party ends at 9, maybe he will leave on time.
I am not entirely convinced that a time limit will work. Tom takes things as a suggestion, not a rule.
I am positive that we can make the party fun and still be polite to neighbors. We can set up lights, soft music, and a clear end time. That should help.
It is debatable whether the soft music will keep Tom quiet. He can be energetic even with soft music around.
Fair point. I am of two minds about asking him directly to leave early. I do not want to hurt his feelings, but I also want a calm night for the older neighbors.
Yes, me too. I suppose it is possible that if we give him a small job, like helping pack up at 8:30, he will go without feeling told to leave.
That could work. Now, about the day trip idea. I love the lake for a day. Without a shadow of a doubt, the kids will want to swim and build sandcastles.
True, I am fairly certain the weather will be okay this weekend, but we should check the forecast first.
I have a sneaking suspicion that the lake will be busy because the weather looks good. Weekends after a cool week always fill up fast.
I am on the fence about whether going to the lake is worth the driving and the crowds. Driving with kids can be tiring.
It is highly likely that we will spend more time moving chairs and finding parking than relaxing. That is a worry.
On the other hand, I am not entirely convinced that the garden party will be better. Staying home means we might do too much cooking and then clean up for days.
I am positive that if we ask everyone to bring one dish, cleanup will be faster. We can also rent a small grill so we do less cooking inside.
It is debatable whether renting a grill is worth the cost. We could just borrow one, but there is the risk it might break or not be big enough.
I am of two minds about renting things. Renting is easy and clean, but it adds cost. Borrowing is cheaper, but sometimes risky.
I suppose it is possible that our neighbor will lend his grill if we promise to return it clean and on time. He likes us and helped last month.
That would be perfect. If he says yes, without a shadow of a doubt, we will be set on the food side.
Okay. What about drinks? I am fairly certain that people will bring soft drinks, but maybe we should get a couple of bottles of wine.
I have a sneaking suspicion that more people will bring beer than wine. Beer is easier to serve cold at a party like this.
I am on the fence about whether to buy snacks too. We could ask everyone to bring snacks, but I worry about repeating items.
It is highly likely that we will get a few duplicate dishes. That is okay though. Leftovers are never a bad problem to have.
True. I am not entirely convinced that we need special plates. Paper plates are fine, but they are not great for the environment.
I am positive that a mix will work. Use reusable plates for those who bring them and have compostable plates for others.
It is debatable whether people will actually wash reusable plates at the party. Some will leave them in the sink.
I'm of two minds about asking for help with cleanup. I do not want to be a bossy host, but a quick volunteer list would save time.
I suppose it is possible that asking for help will make people feel more involved, and they will gladly help. Most friends do.
Okay, so that is the garden plan. For the trip plan, we could leave early Sunday morning and come back in the evening. Thoughts?
Without a shadow of a doubt, an early start makes the day better. Less traffic and more time at the lake.
I am fairly certain that if we leave at 7, the kids will nap in the car, and that helps everyone. But getting them up that early is the challenge.
I have a sneaking suspicion that if we bribe them with ice cream, they will wake up without complaining.
I am on the fence about taking the dog. He loves water, but he can be anxious in new places with many people.
It is highly likely that the dog will pick up the mood and make everyone laugh, but he might also chase birds and cause trouble.
I am not entirely convinced that the lake staff will allow pets on the main beach. Rules change and staff are strict about safety.
I am positive that if we call ahead, they will tell us the rules. Calling takes 5 minutes and gives us peace of mind.
It is debatable whether calling now or waiting until Friday is better. If we wait, we might find out it is full.
I am of two minds about making decisions too early. I like planning, but sometimes plans change, and that feels wasted.
I suppose it is possible that everything will work out no matter what we choose. We can make the garden party cozy or make the lake trip fun.
Yes. If we pick the garden, we invite neighbors, borrow a grill, and ask for help. If we pick the lake, we call the park, pack light, and leave early.
I like having a clear plan. For now, how about we ask a few neighbors and call the park? Then we decide on Friday.
Good idea. I will message the neighbors now and ask about the grill. I am fairly certain someone will help.
I will call the park and ask about pets and parking. I am positive that the staff will give useful information.
Okay, let us do that and check back in later. I am of two minds about both options, but I feel better with a plan.
Same here. Whatever we choose, the important thing is being together and having fun. See you Friday to decide.
See you Friday. Thanks for organizing this. I suppose it is possible that by Friday we will have both options ready and can pick the best one.
Now I will explain the phrases used in that conversation. I will say what each phrase means in simple English, how it was used by the friends, and why people use it. Without a shadow of a doubt means completely sure. Michael uses it when he says the kids will love the garden party and the beach, to show strong confidence. Using it makes your feeling very clear and strong. I'm fairly certain that means you feel sure, but there is a small chance you are not 100% sure. Anna says this about neighbors coming or the weather, to show she expects something to happen but still leaves a little room. People use it when they want to be polite and not act like a fact. I have a sneaking suspicion that says you have a quiet feeling that something might be true, but you do not have proof. Michael and Anna use this about Lisa bringing a salad or the lake being busy. Saying this makes talk casual and friendly. I'm on the fence about whether it means you cannot decide yet. Anna uses it when she cannot decide about inviting Tom or going to the lake. People say this when they want to show they need more time or information. It's highly likely that means something will probably happen. Michael uses it about Tom staying late and the lake being busy. Using this phrase shows you expect something because of experience or evidence. I'm not entirely convinced that means you have doubts and you are not fully sure. Anna uses it about a time limit working or whether the lake allows pets. People use it when they want to show polite disagreement or careful thought. I'm positive that means you feel sure and confident. Michael uses it about making the party fun or calling the park. Saying this gives clear assurance. It's debatable whether it means people can argue both sides and there is not a clear answer. Anna and Michael use it about music calming Tom or renting a grill. Using it shows openness to different opinions. I'm of two minds about it means you feel two ways at once. Both of them use this when they like two different options and cannot decide. People say this when they want to be honest about mixed feelings. I suppose it's possible that means something could happen, but you are not sure. Anna uses it about the neighbor lending a grill or both options working out. Saying this keeps the idea open and shows a gentle guess. That covers each phrase. Each one helps express how sure someone feels and makes the conversation feel natural and friendly. Great job listening. Try using these phrases when you talk to friends about plans or choices. They help you sound natural and clear about how sure you feel. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the Spinta channel for more English lessons.